little crazy, it being in the quarterfinals. But, things do happen. If players have problems and they can't get to it, then, there's really not much they could do outside of that. But, of course, they do have a little bit of time to get their player in. If he manages to make it in time, the match will start without delay. It's only a matter of time. We should see some results here soon. Juan, if you want, though, we could go over the match that did happen today while we wait to see if these teams are looking up, because I did not get to see that, so I would like to know how that first match went down if possible.
Oh, sure. There's no problem with that. I don't know if you heard about it. I'm pretty sure some people here was on the match watching the live match, and it was between Canada and Australia. It ended up being a 5-2 in favor of Canada, and it was a pretty excited match. Like, I will say it was closer than most of the people expected. Australia did a really nice job on the long no picks, taking 2 of them, and they had potentially the chance to even put the stuff into tiebreaker, but Canada was just overall more consistent and more accurate. So picks like the Pravity Climax and picks like the Bird Poisoned Bathwater Platted Gamma ended up being like too much for Australia to keep up, and that difference ended up being too much. Like Canada with the Ashix, with Barry, and of course with Hin Popo managed to pull out really good performances overall to take down Australia, being the first team actually eliminated of the tournament.
Yeah,
so
they gave it their all, though, and it sounds like it was a pretty exciting battle. I wish I could have been here for that one.
Well, let's put it this way.
It was
The
2
first
matches
map-
that been for like 5,000 points.
Yeah, the first map ended with 2,888 points of difference in favor of Australia.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was a good start.
Yeah, we started with a really crazy Chinese restaurant.
I'm still surprised you managed to predict that. That was a good guess. Well, a good call.
So just to recap real quick, guys, the reason we are waiting for the match of Switzerland versus Singapore right now is Switzerland is missing one of their players. They do have a 10-minute allowance. It is currently 2 minutes of their 10-minute allowance has already went through. If they cannot find another player by the end of the time limit, it will unfortunately be a win by default for Singapore. These things do happen. Nobody likes when that happens. Outside of that, though, guys, hopefully we will have a match here in the next few minutes for you. But if not, we do apologize. These things happen. They are unavoidable. That being said, though, definitely, get some support out there for your team, and definitely show some support to Switzerland. They are in dire need of their third, and hopefully something will happen.
Speaking of supports, if you'd like to support a team, you can head over to the store and pick up a banner. Hint, hint. I'm getting better at these segues.
Oh no.
Oh no?
I'm looking. No, not oh no. You're getting better at the segues. Don't take
Oh
it like
no,
that.
he's getting better at segues.
I'm just looking at the chat between the two teams, and it's not looking too good at the moment.
Yeah, it's really not.
Well, Twitch chat, we really don't want that either. Win by defaults are never anything that anybody wants to see. So hopefully we will see that fixed up in just a little bit. But there is time limits for a reason. We're almost at the 5-minute mark. There's 5 more minutes remaining.
I thought this was a quarter past.
Quarter past?
Yeah, I thought they had 15, not 10 minutes.
It might. No, I'm almost positive it's 10. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like if I said it was 15, I'd be getting an angry message in my chat going, "No, you dumb. It's
Rule
10."
number 11. If less than the minimum required applies a 10, the maximum time the match can be postponed as 10 minutes.
I am correct.
I always thought it was 15 because I'm always asking like 15 minutes.
Well,
we never hear anything. Came
well, usually we start like 5 minutes late, so maybe that's where the 5 comes from.
That actually makes sense now.
It's never a good thing.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. It really is. And I see a little bit of a win by default cup. It is crazy, but I will say one thing. Out of this entire World Cup, we've had like some of the least amount of win by defaults for the Mania World Cup. If anybody can remember the Catch the Beat World Cup previously, that was more like the win by default World Cup. If we're gonna get technical, Twitch chat, come on, guys.
Which one?
Oscatch.
Oscatch World Cup. There was
was it that bad?
There was a lot of win
It
by
can be, yeah.
There was a lot of win by defaults in the group stage. If I'm
I think
not
like
mistaken.
I remember last World Cup for 4K as well being pretty won
I
by
think
default.
Oz World Cup and Oscatch World Cup were the most by default in the group stage.
Also World Cup last year had exactly 0 wins by default.
I wonder why. I can't imagine any reason as to what changed.
Yeah, it's not that we had like a prize pool or something, right?
Totally not that. It had nothing to do with it at all.
Oh yeah, I know. All the kappas for what's this Catch the Beat he's talking about. Yeah, Catch. I'm sorry, I said Catch the Beat for like 6 years. It's gonna be kind of hard to break that out of my skull.
Yeah, I can. I've let it slip a few times as well.
Yeah, all right, guys. So we have 4 minutes for Switzerland to find one of their other players. They really need to, get that together. Unfortunately, if they cannot get their third player, this will be a win by default, and that is unfortunate for Switzerland because if I'm not, are they in the losers bracket already
Yep.
or no?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
so this is-
bracket.
So this would be elimination for them, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep.
Oh, what a way to go!
It's
What
kind
a
of fun
way
thing.
to go!
If you actually look at the lineup, it goes lower, upper, lower, upper, lower, upper. It actually rotates each time. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, you get like a loser's bracket encounter, then you have a winner's one, then a loser's one, and it keeps the cycle.
Yeah, I mean, I feel for Switzerland right now. As you can see, the players that did show up today, they're not having a great day, and yeah, man, it's very unfortunate. All right, so now we have just a few more minutes here before they call it, and it is a real bummer, but you really can't help it. If people don't show up, they don't show up, and it's unfortunate, but this is definitely going to make Singapore's time a whole lot easier, as this will be a quick match that they can just sweep right through. Now, the only thing that would upset me, and this is not me as like a caster or anything, but actually upset me, is if the third from Switzerland shows up in the next 20 minutes after this. That deserves like a punch in the face, but that's just my personal opinion. So don't go saying that, hey, this guy needs to be punched in the face. I just don't like the idea of it, and unfortunately we've seen that a couple times.
Well, in any case, there's nothing that you can really do about it. Like, if something does not happen, if someone does not appear,
Yeah,
it's out of your reach. There's not much you can do.
That's a good question, G. Could Japan still win even if they get far enough in the lower bracket? Yeah, they can still win this. they've still got a fighting chance at winning. I'm expecting them to at least get to the finals with one.
Yeah, I mean, because they lost that first match, that they were in the winners bracket, so that knocks them down to the losers bracket. As long as they continue to win their matches, they basically threw away their safety net today by not being able to play. But that's good. See, while we're looking at this match, Switzerland doesn't have a safety net. If they don't show up, they're gone because they weren't in the winners bracket to begin with. And I think we're probably going to call this now.
Yeah, just 10 past.
Oh, no, we've got a few seconds more.
We're being listened in on.
Yeah, we're giving this the maximum amount of time as possible. So I will probably be receiving a confirmation that the match did not go if they do not show up. We've had like literally miracles happen before. If somebody pops in at the last moment.
Here we go.
Okay. It does look like this is unfortunate, but it looks like we're going to see a win by default for Singapore. So they are going to take that victory, and that's really unfortunate for Switzerland as they were not able to get their third player in. They will be eliminated from the Mania World Cup, and that is one way to go. And it's probably not the best way to go, as the two players that did show up are probably not having the best of time right now. And that is unfortunate. That being said, though, guys, our next match isn't actually for another hour. And that match, 50 minutes, yes, you are correct. And that match that will be going on should most definitely happen. We should be looking at Indonesia versus United Kingdom. This will be starting in roughly 50 minutes, and we'll be getting that underway. Now, for those that might not know, the quarterfinal matches are the best of 9, and they go all the way through. There's still tiebreakers, everything like that. This is double elimination, so anyone on the winners bracket will not have to worry about elimination today. If they do lose, they'll drop down. But if you are on the losers bracket, this is not the weekend to lose.
Okay, there was a question here. Don't most teams usually have like 6 people? Does that mean that so many people couldn't make it? I think the keyword you're looking for there is most.
Switzerland has 5.
No, Switzerland has 4.
No, they have 5. Or they have 4. They have 4, yeah.
Yeah, so they've only got 4 players, which means 2 of them couldn't make it. So yeah, I mean, yeah, most teams do have 6, but some only have 5, and some have 4. So that's kind of why you'd want a bigger team to avoid this sort of stuff.
All right. That being said, I think we're going to go ahead and take a moment here, or are we going to open questions? I'm not 100% sure. It really depends on what I get told to do at this moment.
I'm keen just to Q&A this.
All right. So it looks like we are going to try to fill the void. So Twitch, we have about 45 minutes of your undivided time. If you have any questions, we'll try to answer those to the best of our abilities. And remember, guys, the next match that will be going on is Indonesia versus United Kingdom, starting in about 45 minutes roughly. And if you have any support for the teams that you want to see win, go ahead and head over to the US store and pick yourself up a banner. Remember, when purchasing a banner, all proceeds go to the prize pool for the tournament. And if your team is the winner of the tournament, you will continue to have that banner held high for a little bit longer.
When will we hear Z kittens?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I could probably go get my cats, but the big cat's right here. Come here, baby. Oh, who's a big girl?
What rank are we in Mania? I'm like 120 PP, so
You know what? Twitch chat, I'll give that to you. I swear, if we see another win by default, if there's 2 consecutive win by defaults, I will sing Brang Power. There you go. I said it. I put it out there. It's
Are you
there.
ready?
Are you ready? I'll do it. I don't even care.
I think someone might.
I don't care if they do. If we have 2 of them in a row, that's like terrible. We have to fill the void.
I already know that UK is there.
Yeah,
we have
I know.
of time to see if Indonesia is.
One. Shh, I already knew. That's why I was making promises I wouldn't keep. Dang. They wouldn't have known that.
UK, please don't show up.
Well, it is a winner's bracket encounter, so if someone doesn't show up, they will still be on the tournament. But don't do that.
You know, show up, guys, please. Please show up. Score prediction. Score predictions for which match? Because there's another 5 of them to go. Well, we have enough Z-Drop voice samples, it's just a matter of time when someone makes Z-Drop power.
Oh, God.
What do you do with yourself?
I don't even know what I'd be doing to myself. That even sounds bad.
You're doomed. Doomed! Score predictions for all the matches. Oh, jeez.
That's really hard. I will say
I wanna say
5-2 for
5-3.
United Kingdom, maybe
I was gonna
5-3.
I was gonna say 5-3 for UK. Chile, Malaysia.
Malaysia 5-0 maybe.
I really don't know about that one.
Poland France is going to be France 5-2, I think. Argentina Sweden is going to be a match, and then you have United States against Brazil, which is, I think, going to be 5-2 as well in favor of the US.
Argentina, Sweden. I think it's probably gonna be clean sweep for Sweden. So. Three points lost, we're offended. I'm sure you'll get over it, Pope. I'm sure you'll get over it. Might as well make use of the sunshine. Well, good luck.
Alrighty. I am back.
Welcome back.
Let's see here. Oh, man.
Nothing's happening.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of stuff happening. Now remember guys, we have a good about 40 minutes before the next match. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them, as we are literally just doing Q&A to stall out, as our match that we had scheduled for today unfortunately is a win by default for Singapore. For anyone just joining and asking, where is my lane goodness? Where are my keys? Where are the notes? Where are the noodles? Where are the SVs? They're gone. They're not here, not today. Unfortunately, they're not going to be back for about 40 minutes. No, there's nothing like Os Lounge or like Salty Bet for Os. There's no betting, not that I know of, and I don't think there's gonna be anything like that anytime soon. I could be wrong.
People have done like community run things like that. Because I remember, I think it was Fatovnik did one for the Oswald catch. He just made a predictions thread. I think people really like that as well, actually. I don't think it was for anything. I think it was just for fun. If someone puts some potato in the microwave, will they end up in another dimension?
Yes, you'll end up in the dimension where there's potato exploded all over your microwave, and you'll have a really sad day. All the starches in the world will try to kill you.
So real parents.
Yeah, definitely.
What star do you play if you play? I'm gonna guess you mean like Mania?
I'm thinking around difficulty, maybe. The puppeteer is asking, and
Yeah.
if for Mania, I would say I can't do anything over 3 stars, unless it's 4 key, and then I could do like 4, but not really. I mean, 4's like with a B or an A. I'm not getting no S ranks. I'm not getting no professional plays, that's for sure. Yes, I did miss the obvious Steins Gate's reference because I've never watched Steins Gate.
Okay, to be fair, Steins Gate was a banana, not a potato. It was a banana.
Yeah.
I think it was a banana. Unless they added in a potato later on and I missed that.
Oh, okay. Here's a question. Sideswipes GTX goes, Z-Trot, will you rank my maps? The obvious answer to this is no. No, I will not. Unless you've got it modded by the community, it's really good, and you really just can't find anyone, then you can bug me. And I might look at it.
But here's the thing. He cannot rank your map. He will never be able to rank your map. He might qualify it, but he won't rank it.
Yeah, I can't rank it. Not anymore. I don't even know what rank is. What is this ranking they're talking about?
No, ranking is still a thing. Ranking is an automatic process and the specifies qualification for a week.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's not a process we do.
I wasn't fake the banana. See, yes, I know my stuff.
I've been told numerous times I should watch Steins Gate, but
it is amazing.
I don't know.
The dude microwaves a banana and does science with the microwave banana. Actual science with microwavable bananas.
Alright, so Cracktrax asks, how do people handle such crazy scroll speeds? I could actually answer this one even though I don't play Mania that much, because I did play a whole lot of Guitar Hero, and I know it sounds weird, but the better you get at it, the faster you go, the more sense it makes. And that's just with your reading, it'll improve over time. And as it improves, you'll start to be able to pick up patterns and formulas that are commonly used. and having that scroll speed quicker kind of lets you have a little bit of a one-up of knowing what's coming down the line. And it makes really dense sections that would rather be hard to read and hard to understand a lot more easy to read, as you can kind of see the patterns and get like 5 or 6 steps ahead when you have a higher scroll speed. That being said, let's see if we have any more questions. Does anyone have any more questions? Feel free to ask. We still have about 35 minutes before our next match. And remember, just to keep you updated, the next match that will be occurring is Indonesia versus the United Kingdom. That will be starting in roughly 35 minutes. So if you are ready for that, get hyped. That's definitely going to happen. And if you have a little bit of time, if you want a question answered, feel free to ask it. If not, go and get yourself something to eat, snacks, anything that will keep you glued to your seat through the continuation of today, because we still have 5 more matches for you guys that are going to be absolutely amazing. All right, so I have a question. How is my day going so far? Well, I actually opened my eyes just an hour and a half ago. I was woken up by my lovely alarm clock, and then I kind of just, did the normal, brushed the teeth, washed the face, and came in here ready to see some Mania hype. And unfortunately, I was let down just a little bit, but hey, that gives me a little bit more time to get all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready for this next match.
Oh, pretty good as well. I had a really good burger for dinner. There's a place down in Cheltenham called Burger Fuel, and they do like these really big burgers, and they are so good. I barely eat Burger Fuel though. I should eat more of it.
That is absolutely untrue. And Feverum Gaming, I've taken a crack at Mania mapping. It's not really that great. I have a song that my friend wants me to make a Mania map for. It's a really short, silly song, but it definitely falls in my groove of stuff I've been mapping here lately. So that might actually be something we see. Not 100% on it. The Mania map I did upload was from a Sonic video game. It wasn't very good, but I'm definitely going to give it another shot.
C-Drop, do you replay any other games?
I started playing No Man's Sky finally. I got that working, yeah.
Nice, how's that going?
Slow. Very slow.
Sounds alright. It's a very slow-paced game.
But it is fun. I like it. Like, you can just chill around and like, you could like, hold on, sorry about that. I just see a question. Can you showcase the Indonesia versus UK 30 minutes wait map pool? Wait, what?
I think you're asking if we can showcase the map pool while we wait for the Indonesia versus UK match. No, we cannot.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is going to be saved for the end of the day. And then we get another question, another serious question. What are the chances of another Pony song coming up anytime soon? Not as highly as you would think. I haven't actually had plans to map anything. I am currently releasing a series for the OS Academy that covers over general mapping basics and patterns that people use. I'm not sure if anyone knows, but the Rate the Technique mapping patterns subforum, something that kind of lost a lot of love throughout the years. We're going back and going over some of those patterns and explaining how people can use those. Of course, any of the patterns that have been deemed unrankable or no longer fit by today's standards will not be covered, but the ones that are still rankable to this day will be covered, and we'll kind of go in depth on how you can use those. So any maps that come from me in the future are probably going to be directly related to showing progress in different types of patterns and creation. That being said, there might be a few maps released from me but I'm not sure there's going to be anything pony related. For those pony fans of mine, I do apologize, but I'm just kind of moving away from it. I'm not moving away from it. Go for it.
I was going to say, can I quickly just TLDR what you said for people who may have zoned out?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, so there used to be a forum solely for mapping techniques, and a while ago it kind of died. So at the moment, Ztrot's working on creating a video series to showcase all of the techniques that were brought up and raised. If you want to find them, you can go to the Lost Academy channel, and they'll be called Academy Bites.
Well, it's under an Academy Bites playlist. They're actually just called Mapping Techniques, Episode 1 and 2.
Oh, did you rename them?
No, I didn't rename them. That's what I named them. We put them in the Academy Bites playlist, and I still call them Academy Bites, but we haven't really got the thumbnail for that yet, so...
Oh, yeah. Yes, no, for you, Detroit, as a brony, are you... I think the looking to look for is devastated. The fact that the My Little Pony map isn't on the front page anymore.
In all honesty, I'm surprised it was there for like, what, 3-4 years?
Yeah, it was there. Pretty much it was ranked.
Yeah, like, people are like, I don't know, that one kind of did well.
I'm not one.
I don't know what.
Yes, I'm just calling you.
Oh, so Juan Beat, how you doing?
Confused. I don't know who I am anymore.
I needed that. Thank you, Twitch chat. Oh, man.
Well, you already know something.
Dead one.
There's the other dead on the foreheads.
One beat, dead one.
Well, that's actually quite accurate because I was not talking, so...
What's so funny is, unfortunately, Twitch chat kind of got confused, and Deadbeat was covering as Juan was kind of away for a moment, and everybody just assumed that Deadbeat was Juan. I feel like I'm one of the few voices, like probably myself, maybe Tasha, and someone with a distinct voice like Halogen. We get pointed out pretty quick, but I get kind of aggravated, not like in an angry way. It's funny most of the time, but Deadbeat's been here damn near as long as I have, and people still get him confused with other people. He's the only person. I know you don't talk as much, but you do talk with me on the OS Talk all the time, and if anybody follows that, they should be able to hear your voice from that, and like people know my voice.
I should really arrange the next one.
Yeah,
because I haven't really done that yet.
All right.
I know what I'm gonna do. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I just need to do it.
Just do it.
Someday.
All right, guys, and we have a request. It is of your best interest to follow this request, guys. Can we get as many people as we possibly